Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to my channel, and as you can see we're working in my bird journal today. And I've realised that there's quite a few pages in the journal that are a bit plain, really, a bit boring, like that one. And I'd quite like to just do a little bit of decorating using some stencils and some stamps. I've got a pile of both. And also I want to make a few clusters to go in and just to put in some corners and things and just to cheer it up. So I'm going to try and do a bit of both today. So of course I won't finish doing either of those two things. I just sort of make a start and just decorate a few of the plainer pages with some stencils and some stamps, and then I'll perhaps make a few clusters that I'll perhaps put in. And I mean, it may be something that I'll continue working in another video, but I just thought it'd be fun to make a start. It's not something I've done very much of, and I realise I really need to just cheer it up a little bit on some of the pages that are a bit plain. So this is the first page I thought I'd just do a little bit of something on. I know it's a beautiful page. It's got lines for writing in, and it's got a nice picture here, but I just thought it could just do with a little something more. So I just pulled out a whole bunch of stencils. There were a couple I couldn't find. I have a feeling I've put them with my Christmas stuff. I'm not sure why. There's a couple of Tim Holtz stencils that might have been a bit Christmassy. I'm not sure, but I had in mind that they were leafy, but perhaps the leaves were, I don't know. I don't know why I can't find it, but I've got this one anyway. And I've got a few other leafy stencils. They're just the few that I had in mind I couldn't find. But I have enough stuff, I think, to make it to do some of this. So I've got this one, which is I don't know if it's got a name. A lot of these things don't seem to have a particular wildflower layering stencil. There we go, it's wildflower layering stencil. So this is a Tim Holtz. So I just thought I might put that down in the corner, not use the whole thing, just have a little something, just to bring in, pull across some of the colours from this side. I don't know how successful I will be in doing that, but I've got a couple of, I haven't got a lot of distressings. I've got a sort of selection of colours. So I've got a couple of green ones, but I don't think either of those colours are quite right for this. But also I've got loads and loads of these little tiny Versacolour stamps, and I've decided I'm going to try using this one called Olive. I like these little stamps because I've had them for years and they just go on and on and on, and they're easy to store because they're so tiny. So they're just what I need. But I'm also going to use this Distress Oxide of Dusty Concord, I think, just to bring in a little bit of the purpley colour. So I don't know how this is going to turn out. Actually, I think I'll use this little tiny one because I'm just going to do the stems, I think, on this in the green and see how it looks. So just going to do a little bit of just some of the stems. It's a bit hard to tell which bits are stems and leaves and which bits are flowers, but give it a go. That might be a bit leafy, not sure. And this bit up here. Doesn't matter if they kind of overlap a little bit. So I've got that. Okay, and I'm going to try this Dusty Concord, which I just about managed to get the top off right with that, so I can do it without moving. Let's just do it very lightly, I think. Just see if I can bring in a little bit of a purpley colour here. It seems to be, it's quite a pretty colour. So it's a very different colour to the, it's more of a blue really, the other flowers, but never mind. Maybe I'll put a little bit of blue over the top, I don't know. Probably best not to risk it. Okay, just doing a little light bit, let's see. Well, it gives it a little bit of colour. It's not particularly well defined, but I think it's okay. I didn't really need an awful lot, and I think that will do. I think that will do, just to bring in a little bit of colour across here. Okay, so that's the first one. So I don't need anything on these two or this one. And I might put a little cluster or something here, I'm not sure, but it certainly doesn't need anything else. Now this is one I definitely feel like I want to do something because it's quite plain. Now I've just been wondering, I put this beautiful stamp that I'm not sure I've even ever used. It's by Visible Image. I've got a few of their stamps and had a bit of a mad sort of couple of weeks and bought some of these and have hardly ever used them. Because it's quite a big one, but I wondered if it looks like it's a hummingbird, and I just wonder if it would look quite nice just in that corner. I'm just going to take it out of the packaging and see how it looks in situ. Got a nice big stamp plate here, a Ranger, well it's a Dilution stamp plate. The only thing is I sometimes find these things quite difficult to get off their backing. Well, it's not too bad. Hope it'll fit. Whoop. Get this off. As this is a bird book, it would seem a nice opportunity to use this beautiful bird stamp. Now, where shall I? Can go on like that, I think. Let's see. Have I got it the right way up? Just trying to see how it's supposed to. There it is. It's one it's sort of not that particularly well defined around the edges, so I think I might just put it there. I'm just wondering what colour to do it. I might do it in a blue, I think. I've got this new one, Speckled Egg. I wonder if that would work. It's a bit scary. Whoop! Ah! Nope, don't think I've had any disaster. It's a bit scary doing this because I've not used it before. Maybe I know what I'll do. I'll do what I always do. I'm going to try it out on a piece of blank paper to see how it looks before I commit to doing it on here. Look at that colour, isn't it gorgeous? Right, let's just try it to see how it looks on a piece of paper. Then I'll have an idea of where to place it as well. Let's just... Okay, let's try this. Whoop. Whoa, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, we're going for it. I'm hoping it comes out all right on the back of this. It's not as flat, but it's reasonably flat at the moment because we've got early in the journal, and it's got this big pocket on the other side, which is not too lumpy bumpy. So, oops. Let's go for it. Okay, so just ink up again. That is a really beautiful stamp. Just trying to get all the little spots. Okay. Put the ink over there, and am I going to be able to get it in? I hope you're all crossing your fingers. This is going to come out. I have a horrible feeling there's going to be a spot somewhere that's not going to transfer. Because this end is sticking out a bit. I should have put him right at the end, I think. Didn't really Think about that. Okay. I think I've pressed everywhere that I can press. Let's see. Ooh. Oh. It's not perfect, but it is beautiful. I wonder if I can get that last bit. Is this too dangerous to try and put it back on again? Probably. I think I'll leave it like that. It looks kind of... It's not completely defined around the edges anyway, so I think the fact that it's got a little bit missing in the middle isn't a big problem. It's a bit of a shame, but I think it'll be okay. No, I like that. Let's just clean off the stamp. I want to put it on every page now. It may make another appearance in another colour or something, but that colour is just so beautiful. I love that. Okay, so do I need anything else? I might put a little cluster or something on here later. I don't want to turn the page until I'm sure this is dried. I can show you that I did do a little bit. I've just had a little go. I did a little bit of stenciling here with some leaves, and I've got this little dragonfly stamp that I've put on there. It didn't come back perfectly, but good enough. So I thought that would look alright. I was just trying it out to see how it came out. This is quite a tricky colour because it's very cream. It's like almost a yellowy cream. So I wasn't sure how the colours would come out. But I think this colour, this one's quite a good colour. So I might use that again. Right, so let's move on. I think that's dry now. Okay, I don't think that needs anything stencil-wise. So this is the page that flip around a piece of ephemera is going to go. Actually, I might see if I can grab it and see if there's any other areas that need covering. Okay, so here it is. So that's going to go in here. So actually that works out quite nicely just in that corner. I think that's probably enough. So I've just got to think about this one because there's a bigger area that perhaps needs something on that side. This is much bigger piece than this side. So I want to put something up here, I think. Let's take that out. What can I put up there? So I have got this stencil, which is Dragonflies. Maybe put a bit of leafiness across the top, and then some dragonflies wafting about. I've got this leafy one, so let's have a go at that. Don't know what this colour will come out like on the sort of yellowy, on this yellowy colour, but which colour am I going to use? Use this one. Right. Because the other ones I used came out a little bit more limey than I would have liked. I'm hoping this is going to be more of a green. It depends on the background, doesn't it, really, what colour they're going to come out. Right, and I'm going to just go down here a little bit. as well. Down here. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that looks quite nice. That colour works really well. I think actually I might just put another one, take it right to the end, put that one there. Well, yeah, I'm liking that. So then let's just put this back in so we can see how that fits in. So I've got that. That goes like that. Could take it even down a little further on the side, I think. Yep, I think I might just do one more. And then I'll put the little dragonflies on as well. Okay. I've got these. So I think I'm going to use, I think I've got to get another little spongy thing. I'm going to do one, I think, in the speckled egg, because it's such a pretty colour. And perhaps I'll do the other one in the dusty Concord. There we are. There we are. Oh yeah, that's really nice. And put that one there, I think. Put that one in the dusty. I'm going to use the same brush. I don't think it matters too much. Get my bird out of the way. Yep. Just move the paints or the inks over so I don't get them mixed up. Right, so I'm going to put that one up there, I think. Yep. So I had an unusual start for my day because I went for my walk this morning before I started filming, and I had the urge this first thing this morning after breakfast to go and have my walk. I try to have a walk 3 to 4 times a week if I can. I try to. Don't always make it because the weather's been so horrible lately. But and I usually go after lunch or even sometimes around 4 o'clock. I sort of make myself go sometimes. But today I really felt the urge. It was quite a nice morning and I knew it was going to rain later, so I thought, well, I'm going to go. And it was so lovely over the Lee Valley Park, which is near where I live. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, like that. So I could just walk out the door, and it's a really lovely place. It's I've probably talked about it before. It's reclaimed quarry pits. So there's like a whole bunch of lakes with woodland and paths in between, and there's every day you can go in a different direction if you want to. But I'm a bit of I like to be safe. I like to know where I'm going, so I don't tend to venture too far out of my comfort zone. We go further if I go with Richard, but on my own I don't go very far. But it wasn't far short of a couple of miles today, which I was really pleased about. It's probably about as far as I ever go, but it was a really nice walk. Okay, so that's going in like that. So I think that looks really pretty. Pleased how that's come out. Okay, so that's that one. let's move on. Okay, this is all fine, doesn't need anything extra. I'm almost at the time when I want to swap over and start doing some clusters, otherwise I'm going to run out of time to do both. So I think just going to do a little something here, I think, and then I'll move on. I've got this stencil here. I might have it coming down. Should I do that? On this one? No. Just might have that stencil coming down. And I'm going to use the green again. It's lovely to go walking over there, because although we've lived here a long time, we've lived here 22 years in this house. It's only been the last few months that I've ventured over to the Lee Valley Park on my own. Richard knows it like the back of his hand because he goes over there all the time, but I've never been much of a walker, certainly not on my own. Or, you know, he could persuade me sometimes to go over there with him at the weekends, but going over there on my own has been a very recent thing for me to do, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm quite enjoying the sort of the changes in the seasons now that everything is green over there and the birds were singing. It was quite been a bit of a revelation really going over there by myself, because now that I'm a lot fitter than I had been with all the walking I've been doing over lockdown. So yeah, it was just delightful this morning. It really was. Just wondering whether to do another little bit like that. I quite fancy a butterfly because I've got a butterfly here. So perhaps I'll stamp a butterfly. I've got a Kaisercraft stamp here. Just do a little bit more there, I think. Let's just do this little stamp, a bit of stenciling here, just to make it go around the corner. Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to put a little butterfly on. I've got this nice little stamp. It's called Elegance by Kaisercraft. So again, it's something I haven't used very often. I had it for years. Nice to get these things out sometimes. So what colour shall I do? This is called Topaz, and I think it might be quite nice to pull in the colour from the tuck spot here. Let's try that, shall we? Let's put it on a flat surface. I don't know how this is going to come out. That's the top for that one. Right, let's just see if I need to put anything underneath. It seems to be fairly flat here, so I shall go for it. Ah. One, two, three, four, five. I'm trying to hold stamps in place for 5 seconds to try and make sure the ink transfers across. Actually, that's come out quite nice. I might just do another little one. You've seen me doing my less than successful stamping previously. I think it was on my sewing journal. So this seems to be coming out just a little bit better. I really shouldn't say that, should I? I'm going to put this board underneath, I think. I'm just going to put it up the top there, so it's just flying off the edge of the page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That's all right. Okay, so I think I've made a good start on doing some of these little bit of decoration. So let's move on and do some clusters. I've got lots more I can be doing further along, but I think I'd quite like to try doing some clusters now. So I'm just going to clear some of these stencils and things away, and then I'll be right back with my cluster stuff. I've got a load of scraps and things I want to use to try and make some little clusters. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I've changed my mind. I've decided to carry on going with the stenciling and the stamping because I was having fun and I felt like I hadn't really done very much. So I'm just going to keep on going and do the clusters in another video. That's what I'm going to do. So the back of this page is a big blank page, so I feel like it needs a bit more. Obviously this is meant to be for journaling, but I have no idea how much journaling my friend is going to want to do, so I'm just going to decorate and have some fun. And I think I want to use, for the green, I'm going to use the Bundled Sage Distress ink, and so I'm going to use the whole of the Tim Holtz stencil this time. See how this colour comes out on the coffee dyed background, because it came out a little bit on a bit yellowy on the other background, but that background was already quite yellowy, so I thought I'd try it again on this colour, see if it comes out a bit more green looking. Okay. Can't seem to get up that little stem there. Where else do I need to go? I need to go up here. And a little bit here. And up here. So I'm trying to do all the green bits. Okay, and then I've got another one of my little Versacolour. Now where's the top? There we go. Try and keep these covered up. otherwise all my lids will get mixed up. So I've got this little one, which is called Hyacinth, which is quite a pretty colour, and I thought I'd use a bit of that. And I'm going to use this one, I think. Let's try that. And this is meant to be green, so I've got a green ribbon on it, but I'm going to go for it anyway, because it's all mixing together. It's actually a little bit small. I'll try this one instead. Whoop, whoop. That's better. I'm beginning to get a little bit of mixing of colours, but I don't really think I care. Gives it a slightly more, I don't know, grungy look. Not that I'm really into grungy, but it just tones down the brightness, I suppose, is what I mean. Whoop, slipped. I think I've got it back. Okay, and this bit over here, it's a bit trickier when you're left-handed. Slipped a little bit. I think I've got it back. Okay, let's have a look at that one. It's always a bit exciting when you take the stencil off to see how it's actually come through. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, so what shall we have fluttering about? Do we have some more dragonflies? I've got my Dragonfly Stamp. I'm inclined to put here because I seem to have got some black marks. I don't think they've come off me. I think they were on there already. I might put one up. Maybe I'll stamp one and then put a couple of stenciled ones. So I'm going to stamp it, I think, with the vintage photo. I don't really want black, I don't think. I think I should do this on the flat. Make sure I get good coverage. And then I'll just have to wipe off the bits around the edge of the stamp. Because it's not it's a nice stamp, but it's not so deep that it doesn't, if I'm putting the ink on, it seems to go around the edge as well. Especially around that bottom area. Okay, let's give this a go. So I think I'm going to put this one up here. Let's just press nice and hard. And count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fingers crossed. Well, obviously I didn't wipe it well enough at the top, but never mind. And then I'm going to do my little stencil. Now I've got some different ones. Might do that one there. I'll do it in the blue again because I like it. Really getting a lot of colours on these little sponges. I probably ought to get some more of these. All the other ones I've got are ginormous. I think they're a bit too big. Oh well, I'm just going to plough on with this. Let's see if I can do it so I can cover up those. Now I'm trying to get the angle Actually, the angle should be that one, shouldn't it? It should go that way. Perhaps I'll do this one. No, I'll try that one. It's different. Okay, there we go. Just do this little end of his body. Now, have I managed to disguise those marks on my paper? Not quite, but one of them I have. Okay, and I want one going that way now, don't I? Perhaps up in the corner. Or should I have one amongst the flowers? Trying to decide. Did I ought to leave a little bit? There's a bit of an area for writing. Should writing be required? Let's do my little purpley one. I have a feeling my friend won't do a lot of writing in this, but she might write in some of the pads and things that I'm going to be including, but I'm not sure she will be writing on these pages, so I'm just going to make them look pretty. That's the plan, I think. And if she wants to write, she can. Alright, let's just have a peek. Yep. Now I feel like, because I've got that going the same way as that, I really feel like I need to do another one going this way. Ugh. Should have done it the other way, should have done it that way. I don't like them all going the same way. I think that will do. I want to put, I've got a grass stencil here, I want to put a little bit of grass down the bottom. Perhaps I will. I'm just playing now. I'm having some fun. Just making little pretty scenes. Right, let's do a bit of peeled paint. Just for a different colour. I think I'll use the little tiny brush. Let's try a little bit of this along here. Whoa, that's a bright colour. Just try to use it not too strong. Dab them off. And then just keep it to a little bit lightish. There we are. Have a look. Yay, a little bit of grass. Oh, this is too much fun. Now I've got all my lids off. And that goes on there. One goes on there. Oh, and that one goes on there. Just trying to keep them covered. Right, let's see what else we can do. Oh, another blank page. Woohoo! Right. Now I'm quite keen to have another, to use my bird again, but I think that's possibly needs to be going facing that way, doesn't it? Could put him there, just sort of faintly in the background. I might do that. In the meantime, I'm thinking of doing something. I need something around the edge. I've got this kind of funny little stencil-y thing. Might try a bit of that. That's a really dark colour. I think that's too dark. I'll use this one again. Let's try this. This was a freebie stencil I think I got in a magazine or something, so it's probably not the best quality. I think what I might do, to make it easier for myself, I'm going to turn it around that way. Oops, slipped a bit. Nope, that's it. And I think that one's, yeah, it's a bit different. Got some little stamps. I'm just wondering whether to do it a little bit more here. A different colour. Let's do the bundled sage. There. Moves about a bit, but I don't think that's a major problem. Because you get a little bit of shadowing and stuff on around it as well. Right, okay. There's a little weird thicket here. When I'm thinking I've got this little cute stamp, a squirrel, which I thought I might. A bit of a standing joke in our family with this particular friend I'm making the journal for, because she cannot say the word squirrel. She always struggles with it, and the girls, when they were little, they used to tease her unmercifully, and they used to say squirrel, Auntie Jo. And she was always very good natured about it because she's lovely, and she'd always sort of have a go and not quite manage to say it properly, and they used to laugh at her. It was just a bit of fun. They weren't being cruel, because she used to laugh along as well. I think this is the right colour to do it in. I'm wondering whether to do it in a... No, I think I will do it in the vintage photo. So the squirrel has to go into this journal somewhere. I think I may have put one somewhere else as well, but I just think he's dead cute. There he is. Oh, I've got those lines again. I should have checked. Never mind. That's what happens when you're stamping. It happens to me anyway. Let's just wipe it. Should have checked and wiped the corners. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't. I wonder if I could put something else there to mitigate that a little bit. Let's just have a look. Right, I've got my little set of these little wooden stamps. I wonder if I put that there, whether that would kind of offset that in some way so it won't be so noticeable. I don't think I've used this one. I've hardly used it anyway. Let's just see how it comes out. I sometimes like to try things out if I'm not sure how they're going to look. Now that comes out alright. Okay, let's have a go with that. And I will wipe the corners this time so I don't get even more extras that I don't need. Okay, let's give this a go. What's underneath? Seems to be okay. So I'll just put that there. It looks like he's having a munch on the flowers. Sort of. Oh well. Halfway. Put a few more on, becomes less obvious. And I've got some extra lines that I don't want. There we go. Okay, I think that looks okay. Looks interesting. Want something in the sky. Something up here. What else we got? I have a bird. Could put him there. Right. What colour's he going to be? I think he's going to be brown as well. Oh yeah, like him. He's come out all right. Okay, I think that works for that one. So by the time I put something in here, don't know if I need anything on that page. Or that one. Got another big blank page here. And I'm very inclined to put the bird on again. Oop. Stamps sticking to stamps here. So I'm just wondering whether to put him on there again. I'm going to move him nearer the edge of the block, so I can get it right up to the end. Okay. What colour shall we do him? I'd like to try and pick out this pink. I've got, oh, I can reach, lurking at the back of my desk, a fairly new one. Sorry, I haven't really planned to use it. It's the worn lipstick in the Distress Oxide, but I thought it might go with the pink that's in this page. I'm just going to try it out as usual on a piece of paper. See how it looks. Might be too bright. I've also got Victorian Velvet, and that might be a little bit of a quieter colour, shall we say. This might be a bit too bright, I'm not sure. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous, but I'm not too worried about the fact that it hasn't come out very well, because I wasn't really trying. It's more about trying to sort out the colour. How would that look? I do actually quite like that. I think I'm going to use that. Whoops. Get some random bits of paint ink on my page. My goodness, that is pink. But a little bit of pink, just now and again, just lifts it, because there's a lot of green and a lot of brown in this journal, so I think bringing in a few nice colours isn't a bad idea. Right, here we go, going down. Pressing, pressing, pressing. And this is the area on his chest that didn't come out before terribly well. There'll probably be another area this time that doesn't. Just trying to press on all the areas. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how it comes out before I lift it away too much. I'll just try pressing some of these areas a little bit more. I don't think it's meant to be solid. That's not the kind of stamp it is, so. But I do want it to come out in the areas where they're supposed to be ink. Let's see how it's come out. There's something not come out here, I think. I think that will be fine. Yeah. There's a few little areas that haven't transferred, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. I think you get the idea, and I think it's such a pretty stamp. And it's quite hard to get it right when it's on, it's not on a completely flat background, so I think we'll work with that. Okay, I think I'm going to need another piece of baby wipe. So, does anything else need to go onto this page? I'm just wondering whether to have something down here. Or around. I might put some little leafy bits around the bird. So it's not completely floating in midair with nothing around it. I might do the same on the other one as well. Do a little bit of just a little something around it to make it look like it's in the trees or something. And not just in the middle of nothing. Yeah, it looks a bit better. Yeah, that looks better, doesn't it? Quite liking this little stencil. I've used it a few times. You can see it's a bit stained. But I haven't used it with inks before. I've used it with paint before. It doesn't come off very well. This is this stencil's by Dusty Attic. There we go. Actually, that looks quite nice. I like that. Okay, I think that will do for that one. Let's see. Time is marching on now. So I don't know if I'll do anything with that. I might. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, I've got this big blank page here. It's got nothing on it. I almost feel like it needs that's going to need some sort of pocket or something there. I think that definitely is going to need something. I need to think about that because I think I've got that. Yeah, I definitely need to do something on this page, I think. So I'm wondering about a corner pocket, I think will be good. I might just make a corner pocket to go on there. Okay, I'll have to come back and do that, and I might decorate that at that time. I think there isn't really time for me to do any more today. I've got a lot more to do. I need to do something on here, something fairly big. Wish I had an owl stamp or something. That would be good, wouldn't it? Or something bigger. I do have this stamp, but I'm not sure that quite works on here. I might just do the, where is it? The Tim Holtz stencil again. The stencils don't come out too well on this colour. This is some parchment paper. It's beautiful paper. I may have to think about what I'm going to do on that. So I think for today, I think we'll leave it as it is. So I'll just quickly run through what I did, and I suspect I'm going to do a bit more, and I'll have a bit more of a play. But at least you can see where I'm going with this now. So I did a little bit of stenciling here. Whether I might put a little bit more at the top, not sure at the moment. It's just a little bit in the corner, but it's just quite pretty on its own, really. And then I did the hummingbird on this page, and like the other one, I think I might put a little something around it so it doesn't look quite so like it's just in the middle of space. So I'll probably come back and do a bit there. And then I did a little bit here, but I didn't need any more because I've got that piece of ephemera to go in here, which I might put in a minute, now that I've done that little bit of decorating on both sides. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. Doesn't need anything there. Did a little bit around stenciling and stamping around here with butterflies and some leaves, and went a bit cray-cray on this page and made a nice little garden meadow. I may still even add more to that, I'm not sure yet. Then a little bit more stenciling and stamping here with the squirrel and the bird. Possibly I might come back and do a little bit of something in this corner. This one I think looks fine. I might even do a little bit of inking around some of the edges. I'm not sure at the moment. And I've got the bright pink hummingbird on this page. And is that it? I think that's all we did. Yes, because I need to do something about this page. I think I need to do a corner tuck or something like that. So yeah, I've got a little bit more work to do. And I will come back next week and we'll do perhaps make those clusters. I might make a start beforehand, but I will make some on. I will try and make some on camera next week as well. So then we've got a few more things to add. But we're getting there. It's getting chunkier, even though what I've done today hasn't added any bulk at all. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me, and please do join me again soon for a bit more work in my bird journal. Bye for now.